are raising alarm over acute space constraints and persistent staff shortages. They warn the situation is undermining effective healthcare delivery. Officials say the cramped conditions make it difficult to manage the growing number of infants and mothers seeking care, creating congestion that disrupts workflow and affects service quality. Our Ashanti regional correspondent Bright Eboa has more in this report.
Cases of preterm births continue to rise each year at the Child Health Unit at the Manhyia District Hospital, but the space available to care for these vulnerable babies remains severely inadequate. Speaking at this year's Maturity Day in Kumasi, held under the theme Equitable Care for Every Preterm Baby, pediatrician and head of the unit, Dr. Giftia Mwakwa, warned that the congestion is placing immense pressure on staff and limited resources, ultimately affecting the quality of care delivered to preterm infants.
For preterm babies, they stay longer on the ward, unlike other other babies who may spend a few days, 3 days, 5 days, 1 week. Preterm baby, for example, these 28 weekers we are talking about, they will spend not less than a month. They spend much more time, so they don't leave for others to come. They occupy the beds and then they keep long. And so even the smaller space we have already, in real terms, also is not even available for new entrants. So space is a big problem here.
Dr. Amwakwa added that persistent staff shortages are stretching the team thin and slowing the level of attention these fragile newborns urgently require.
We are understaffed. That's one. We are understaffed. We do not have enough. Sometimes it's just 2 nurses taking care of all these. A few times even 1 real nurse assisted by rotational nurses to man the whole unit. Meanwhile, they really need care, constant monitoring. Anything can change. You can see a baby is okay. He might just aspirate what he's eating or his own saliva may just aspirate and kill the baby.
Like many mothers of preterm babies, Radiyatu recounted going 3 days without seeing or touching her newborn. She described the moment she finally did as a mix of fear and relief, while others shared painful experiences of recurring preterm births after multiple attempts to conceive.
The doctor was like, you just rest. After 3 days, you will see your daughter. I was like, no, I have to see her because I have given birth to a baby, not an animal, so why won't I see her? 3 days time, I went there and when I saw her, it was like, hey, easy. She was very small, tiny baby. Even her dad cried. He said she's not a human being, she's an animal, so I have to take care of her.
When I went to the MBU with all the oxygens, the infusions and all, I was shocked because she was so tiny. They asked me to pick her and it was difficult because I didn't even know where to hold. I was scared, inside me I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to survive. My baby was also going to survive. I even forgot that I had undergone CS because there was pain, yes, but I even forgot the pain.
Health experts say several factors contribute to the deaths of preterm babies, including underdeveloped organs, infections, inadequate access to neonatal care, and delays in receiving timely medical interventions.
There's something called apnea of prematurity. All babies, even term babies, they may stop breathing for a while and then start breathing again. But for preterm babies, they may stop breathing and stop for more than 20 seconds and they are not breathing. And if you're not breathing, then you may die because you lack oxygen.
Mothers of preterm babies are appealing for stronger emotional and practical support from their husbands and partners, noting that shared responsibility eases the physical and emotional strain they endure during the difficult journey of caring for preterm infants.
They should support their wives to help them and carry the babies because in the future there will be somebody in the future.
Health officials have emphasized the need for an inclusive health system whereby every baby, regardless of circumstances of birth, receives a fair and equitable care. For ChannelOne News, I am Bright Eboa.